of Stackz the product.
It's coop blakk.
And we are the Commission Entertainment 215. Yeah. TCE 215.
Talk.
I am the glue to keep these niggas together.
I'm just an engineer.
I'm just a rapper.
I could do 2 in a day, tryna stack 200K, then I'm moving away.
I'm the reason that the game switched. If a nigga got a problem, hope he change clips. I ain't with the arguments to the lame shit. Got the same jack number on the same strip. I'm a boss of all bosses. I done won some and took some losses. As a youngin', I done floss shit. Now I'm in Diggy suits and boots when I'm aiming at my target, and I'm about to off shit. Cause the goal was to flip double. Started with the GS, less size bubble. Chase dreams to get money, so we live hustle. I can hit Cooper jab, hit a tab, let a pellet touch you. Cause the mindset's the plot when they hate to love you. Treat commas like my kids and I raise numbers. Drama feel the rain every time you hear.
Well, originally, I was in a couple different little situations or what have you, and just been being in music for so long, you tend to always focus on being a rapper or being an artist or whatever the case, and never really think about the longevity of everything. So for me, it was noticing that I get paid last. Everybody else gets paid from all the work that I'm doing per se, and I'm the last one to get paid. So I had Coop came home. It's my family, so you know what I mean. He was rapping, so brought him to that situation, but that situation didn't pan out. Then later on, I ended up meeting China through that situation, and then you know she was kind of going through her little issues or what have you. So we kind of came together as a unit on another squad, if that makes any sense. So it just made that squad bigger, if you will. But they weren't moving. So we kind of was just like, listen, like we all are, you know what I mean, have the same kind of like-mindedness. Let's start a joint. I mean, China sat down and came up with it.
Yeah, he came up with the name, cause Jay-Z is his uncle, supposedly.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Don't make up shit.
who was trying to, Biggie and Jay, right, was going to do the commission?
The commission.
So that's where he got the name from.
But they never, do the big pass, and they just never had the opportunity to do it. So I just thought it was a hell of a name.
But we do so much that we didn't want it to be a label. We didn't want it to be just, you know what I mean? We didn't want it to be, TCE, the record label. Like, we all do so much stuff. So we wanted to make it an entertainment company. So that's how we came up with that.
Oh, like a lot of my family has done music. I've been doing music for about 19 years. So I actually been doing music for a minute. And it's like a stress reliever. You know what I'm saying? It's peaceful to me. So just being able to make money from something that you love to do, which was my general thought, why not? So been doing it ever since. So it started from my 11th grade year in high school and battling at the table and just seeing how the crowd comes around you and everybody's focused on you. I just like the attention. It was a rap after that. That was a talent of mine, so I've been using it ever since.
For me, I started at about 17, 18. I'm almost 30. I started writing poems. I started writing poems at about 8, 9 years old. Me and my twin sister used to battle a lot. So I knew I had, the drive to want to write music, but I didn't notice it at first. But I used to always, my family is very big on like performances and stuff like that, karaoke and things like that. So we always had to like perform for our family. So I was always the one that they made the rapper. So if it was like a girl and a guy song and a rapper was on it, I had to be the rapper. You get what I'm saying? So, first it became like I loved acting first. Acting and dancing was my first love. But my grandma wasn't playing that, so it made me stop doing certain things. I ran into some folks on 46th Street and they wound up, doing little raps in here and there. And I wrote my first rap about guys I was talking to or whatever. But it wasn't until I listened to one of my cousin's CD. I was about 17 years old and I listened to my cousin Mar. It was called Up Top City. And I'm like, my cousin can do it. You know your family be like, that nigga don't be doing shit like that. But he killed it. He did great on the CD and I used to write over his raps. So once I got, that in my mind frame, like, oh shit, I can really put this together. I could really, you know what I mean? So then it became me doing it every day. And then I wound up fucking linking up with all these different people, all these different rappers and things like that. And then I happened to meet these people at I was 22, 23 or something like that. And then the rest is history, man.
Yeah, well, me, it was more so just a different outlet, just to channel my thoughts, something to use to get away from the reality of what I was doing. But then again, I think I really fell in love with it from like just seeing videos, you know, MTV Jams and shit like that. And I'm like, yo, they got all the chicks. I want to be just like that. So I'm like, I'm already hooping. So at this point, it's like hooping is like kind of dying down because my grades is dropping. But as far as like just rapping, I'm like, ain't nobody rap better than me. And I'm just going to trying to out rap everybody. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I just got better. And as I got better, you know, I started to play around with like the, you know, the flows and things like that. And I just really fell in love with it. It was more about, I think, the money. Like I want to say, I wanted everything that they had on the videos. Everything they advertised, the cars, the jewels, the cloth, I wanted all of that. And then when I actually kind of got good, I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm good. And then I thought I was good. Then when I went to jail, then I was like, all right, now I can't go nowhere. So now all I can do is write. Now I'm focusing on bars. I didn't want to just rap and just make all the words rhyme and then say I'm a rapper. That point is like when I'm like, all right, now I came home. It's like, all right, now I can really do this. So I feel like after that, I found a passion for it, and I never really looked back. It's just easy.
So where did your rap name originate from?
Man, I had like 30 rap names. I was trying to find something cool, but then again, I always wanted to stay with like something that was close to me. And like one of my teachers of mine came in, like I think it was like 4th grade. We always used to call me Coop. You know what I'm saying? Because my last name is Cooper, so I just like that was that. And then Dot is like a more so like if I had 3 personalities, I should say. It would be Coop Dot Cash. So Coop is like that's like the most honest me. Dot is the most, you know, the most aggressive, like just, and then Cash is more so, you know, self-explanatory. Cash is like every time that fly shit. So I just try to incorporate everything with it.
Okay.
Oh, same question. I got my rap name because when I did start rapping, I was hanging with certain people, and I always, for some, I don't like my forehead, so I will always wear bangs. And no, seriously, because like you wear certain hairs, you as a woman, you grow and you learn like what shit don't look right on you. You feel what I'm saying? So a bang became something to me. I also used to always smoke a lot of weed since I was like really young. So I got my rap name because someone's grandmother thought that I was Chinese and black. I don't fucking know why. You get what I'm saying? But when I used to come there, she used to be like, that Chinese girl at the door. So once we did like our first little rap, everybody was like, yo, we gonna start calling you China because everybody be thinking you fucking Chinese and shit. Grandma them be calling you Chinese. So I'm like, so they like, we gonna call you China White. It was already, everybody knows it was a China White. I think it was a guy probably, I don't know. But I was like, no, I'm not gonna go with that. And I was like, I'm not gonna spell it the same way or whatever. So it wasn't like in stone until I was like, I'm gonna run with this, I'm gonna take this serious. You know what I mean? And then I would go in the studio and I only ad-lib I knew was, man. That's all I knew. So I started doing like, I'm CB, man. And everybody was like, are you going to stick with it? That's why my name is China Blakk, a.k.a. CB, man. That's how my shit came about. So.
Mine, I actually had 2 names in my whole lifetime. First, originally, like I said, starting in school, a lot of the people say, just because of my delivery, my voice, that I was going to be a legend. So at the time, I started calling myself Legend the Kid. But then the issue was my cousin, which was a big part of me rapping, Lucky Saeed, rest in peace. He was telling me like, listen, you're gonna have a problem. You know, Gilly the Kid, you're gonna da. Like it's just gonna eventually, you know what I mean, cause a rub if you get as big as you want to be. He's as big as he want to be, da. So cool. So he ended up giving me the name Stackz. Like, you know, all you do is hustle, you sell weed. You know what I'm saying? That's all you do. So, call you Stackz. You try to always stack your money. So, how I got the product was my god brother, Big Mints. When we be, you know, we used to be down the block grinding and just smoking and just playing around freestyling in the car. They used to call himself the freestyle fanatic and the product. So, just in the midst of us, like, you know, just rapping a bunch of times, he was like, yo, you need to add that to your name. Like, that product means something. Like, you got a product to give. So I'm like just listening, taking it all, and not really, you know what I mean, overly paying it no attention. I'm very, you know, I don't even say my name for the most part a bunch of times when I'm doing music. You know who I am. So after a while, I just started, you know what I mean, adding the product to it, So now, even now, I call myself the product damn near more than I'll say Stackz. Like it's almost like my second nature name now. A lot of friends, you know what I mean, people I know call me Stackz, and you know what I mean, call me no other name. So, but that's how my name came about. My joints was simple.
All right, so like describe like your style. Like what type of music, like content will you what type of music do you bring?
Well, you know, I'm older than everybody else, so I'm from still like that lyricism era. You know, the Nas, the Jay, the Big, the Seagulls, the Kisses, and things. And so those are the people that you know what I'm saying. I enjoy listening to, and I make likewise music. I still talk about things that's happening every day, some social topics, but nothing too political, you know what I mean? Because my personal views get me in trouble every time I talk about them. So I try to keep it, you know what I'm saying, based on things that I've known or I've done or experienced, things that I'm trying to get to and trying to accomplish, things of that nature. So I don't try to get, too super far-fetched with a bunch of extra stuff. That's it. I give them, I'm going to give you a great delivery, a nice song every time, or always 9 times out of 10, and just something with content. Just not. That's just not my cup of tea. That's all. No disrespect to nobody that do it though, but ain't my thing.
All right. What about you?
For me, I'm a very weird artist because I don't like to stay in one lane. I'm a songwriter. Like, I'm at that point where I don't, like, when I first started rapping, I've always wrote my own raps, but there have been people who have tried to write for me because when I started, I assumed that I'm supposed to be raw, I'm supposed to be ratchet, I'm supposed to, get on these niggas' top or talk trash. I thought that's what I was supposed to do. But now, as an artist, I've grown to be more of a versatile artist. Like, I can't sing, but I can hold a note with swag. So I'm leaning towards that a little bit more. I know I need vocal training, but I feel like I've perfected rap to the point where I know that I can get on any type of song. You can't you can't be like, oh, I'm gonna call China for this type of song. I know you can put me on any type of song and I'm gonna fuck it up. You feel what I'm saying? So now I don't care to be like on a block getting it. Like I'm just like I'm not at that point no more. You know what I mean? Because that's how it is. Like I've always said at 25 I don't want to be just a rapper. I want to be a songwriter. I want to be able to, get royalties from just writing for other people. I'm that type of artist, and I've been leaning a lot towards the soulful side for some reason. Like I'm trying to do more of a soulful type music and singing a little bit more. So I'm all over the place with mine.
What was the question again?
What type of music you be giving? You talk about the bitches.
Yeah, that's easy, yeah. I think everybody got a lane. I like to stay in my lane, but I can bounce from here to there, you know what I'm saying, play with. I feel like the same thing.
And what's your lane? Exactly.
The lane is the females. I mean, okay. I feel like it's not even a lane, it's just my comfort zone. I can get out of my comfort zone, but it's like, we had a conversation about that last time, and it was basically like, he was telling me, like, I don't judge your songs no more. When you make songs about females, I don't judge them no more. And that's what Stackz telling me this. And it was like, I know what you want to bring when you give me this type of song. But, I like to do, I don't really do the turn up stuff, but I can turn up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But I like the raw, the lyrics, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So if it's not like jumpy, it's cool. If it's mellow, I just want to make something where if you listen to it, you could be with whoever, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to mean something to you. You're going to feel a way about it. I don't want to just make music that make you turn up all the time, because your life is not a turn up, you know what I'm saying? So you got ups and downs, you're human just like me. So once you listen to my shit, I want you to just run it through and it give you any type of vibe. Or you're like, you know what, I'm feeling this way, I'm feeling down, let me put on this track because this is going to uplift me. Or I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm up and I want to be on some like mellow shit, but I want to be, ride with my niggas. I want to, you know what I'm saying? So it's whatever, so my whole project is going to be versatile. So I don't really put myself in one lane, but I'm dope though.
Could I add something?
Oh yeah.
My cousin told me a great statement that I've always ran with, which is what defines what kind of music I try to bring to the table. Everybody wants to be hot. I don't, because everything that's hot, it eventually cools off. Mm. I'm trying to be sugar in the cabinet. What that means is, any place that you move, if you never open that sugar, it's like canned goods. If you never open that sugar, you're going to box it up and you're going to take it to the next crib, and the next crib, and the next crib, and the next crib, as long as it's not open to tamper with. That's timeless music. Reasonable Doubt is timeless music. We listen to it 25 years later like it just came out yesterday. Mm-hmm. I don't want to make music for now. They're dropping songs now that in 6 months, You didn't hear. Last time we heard Panda. I'm just saying, and I'm not trying to specifically point him out, but just to use as an example, they're making music for the now. There is no replay value to that. I want to make timeless music, so I'm trying to be that sugar in the cabinet or those cans in the cabinet, opposed to trying to be hot.
All right, since you said that, I was gonna go to our other question, but I'm gonna go to this one real quick.
Okay.
All right, since you said that, like, how important do you think it is, as opposed to building a fan base, as opposed to coming out just trying to make one hot song that you hope catch fire?
I always feel like building a fan base comes first, because when you have a fan base, once your fan base is built, if I try to step out of the norm of what they're used to, even if they don't like it, they'll still be my core fans. So, you know, again, I'm just trying something. So, you know, one of these next other coming songs is going to be back to what you're familiar with or used to. Trying to do a great song or a big song just to sell something and not have that fan base and build the fan base from that, they expect that from you every time. So if that's not I just happen to do this, I don't club. I'm too old for that shit. I ain't with it. So I do a hellified club song. Now I got to go to the club all the time. And the irony is I don't like people. So now I'm around too many people, so I become, perform. I'm great. As soon as I get off stage, it's like I'm aggravated or unapproachable, which now they view me, oh man, that nigga's an asshole. I don't fuck with boy. It's the reality of it. So I don't want to give y'all something that y'all latch to first and just run with that and expect, oh, his next joint, he going to be a crazy joint that's going to be jumping and doing X, Y, Z. That ain't my cup of tea. That ain't even what I'm trying to do. So I feel like building your fan base is definitely the first thing that a person should focus on for that reason.
He summed it up for y'all. Y'all want to add to it?
I do agree with that because it's hard, yo, because everything is like microwave music or some shit. I don't even know how to say that, but like it's like they don't understand that like us, the consumers, we look at that and be like, oh shit, niggas is popping and da-da-da. But it is hard to keep that up. Like, what if you got one good song, but you ain't got no album to back that shit up? Like, you feel what I'm saying? And I do understand that because I'm an Ace Hood fan. And he just dropped a mixtape recently. Might have been an album, but he dropped Trust the Process 2. The first one I listened to from the beginning to end. This second one though, he made it more broad. He gave like the type of music for today too, but he also gave us some stuff that we know that he gonna give us. But because I am a real fan and I've been watching him for so long, I listened to the song and I was like, I don't fuck with that Ace, but like he my mans and shit. I don't fuck with that Ace, but I understood why. You get what I'm saying? Because you have to be able to, work with what we have now. Like, people used to argue with me all the time because I never wanted to listen to stuff that was on the radio because I wanted my stuff to come from me. I don't want to listen to something and I start sounding like these people on the radio or making music like these people on the radio. So I completely understand it is hard because I look at like my fan base. My fan base rock hard for me, yo. But I know that later on in life, these same fans will still be with me. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we get new fans and you gonna have those people that come up to you when we blow up to it. Niggas is gonna come up to us like they knew us since day one. But those same people who've been rocking with me since MySpace, them niggas is getting the tickets.